Why is it that some people seem to accumulate wealth effortlessly, while others struggle to make ends meet no matter how hard they work? This is a question that has puzzled many of us from time to time. The answer, my friends, lies not in the realm of luck or fate, but rather in the mastery of a concept called financial literacy. Financial literacy, in its simplest form, is the ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. However, it's not just about knowing how to balance a checkbook or comparing interest rates. It's about understanding the money game and playing it well. The world of finance is a vast and complex one, with a wealth disparity that is more of a chasm than a gap. On one side, we have those who have mastered the rules, the ones who've cracked the code. They seem to have a Midas touch, turning every venture into gold. On the other side, we have the majority who work tirelessly, often living paycheck to paycheck without ever really getting ahead. But what if I told you that there are certain rules, certain principles that these financial wizards follow? These aren't secrets per se, but more of a guideline that they adhere to. These rules aren't taught in schools, nor are they discussed at dinner tables, yet they are the foundation of every successful person's wealth-building strategy. The wealthy understand that money isn't just something to be earned and spent, it's a tool to be leveraged, a resource to be managed. They know that financial independence isn't about making more money, it's about making their money work for them. So, what are these rules? And more importantly, how can we learn and apply them in our own lives to change our financial destiny? Well, that's exactly what we're here to discuss. Today, we will unpack the 9 money rules that the rich know and the poor don't. Prepare to have your perspective on money and wealth fundamentally shifted. The first rule that the rich abide by is making their money work for them. Now, what does this mean? Essentially, it's about creating streams of passive income. This is income that you earn without actively working for it. It's the money that flows into your pocket while you're sleeping, vacationing, or just lounging around. Consider real estate rentals as an example. You purchase a property and rent it out. The rent you collect each month is passive income. Sure, there might be some upkeep and management involved, but the bulk of the income comes without you trading your time for it. Then there are dividend stocks. When you buy shares in a company that pays dividends, you receive a portion of the company's profits at regular intervals. This dividend is your passive income. You don't need to do anything beyond the initial investment. Bonds work in a similar way. When you buy a bond, you're essentially lending money to an entity like a corporation or government. In return, they promise to pay you interest on a regular basis, and return the initial amount at the end of a specified period. That interest is your passive income. These are just a few examples of how you can make your money work for you. The key takeaway is this: don't just let your money sit idle in a bank account. Invest it wisely, and let it bring in more money. Remember, your money should always be doing something beneficial for your financial growth. The second rule is a simple yet powerful one: spend less than you earn. Now, this might sound like a no-brainer, but in the world of instant gratification, it's easier said than done. It's all about the art of budgeting. Imagine you're a sailor. Your income is the wind filling your sails, pushing you towards your financial goals, but if you spend more than you earn, you're poking holes in your sail. The wind escapes, and your journey slows down. In the worst-case scenario, you might even start sinking into the sea of debt. Take the tale of two friends, Jack and Jill. Jack loves the latest gadgets and eats out every day, spending more than he earns. Jill, on the other hand, budgets her income wisely, spends frugally, and saves the rest. Fast forward a few years, Jack is drowning in debt, while Jill is sailing smoothly towards a comfortable retirement. Budgeting isn't about depriving yourself, it's about understanding where your money goes and making conscious decisions. It's about distinguishing between wants and needs, prioritizing the latter. It's about delaying instant gratification for long-term financial stability. Remember, wealth isn't about how much you earn, but how much you keep. By spending less than you earn, you're not just avoiding debt. You're building a strong financial foundation. You're paving the way for your money to work for you in the future. Financial discipline is the key to wealth accumulation. Rule number 3, invest in yourself. Let's delve into this a little deeper. You see, investing isn't just about stocks, bonds, or real estate. It's also about bettering yourself, acquiring new skills, knowledge, and experiences. And why is this so important? Because the more you grow, the more valuable you become. Let's consider a few examples. Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple, didn't just rest on his laurels after his initial success. He constantly sought to improve himself and his products. Or take Warren Buffett. one of the wealthiest individuals in the world. He spends 80% of his day reading and learning. These individuals didn't attain their success by chance, they invested in themselves. Therefore, when you think about investment, don't just think about your bank balance. Think about your brain balance. The knowledge you gain, the skills you develop, they're assets that can pay dividends for a lifetime. Your biggest asset is yourself. Never stop investing in it. The fourth rule is to avoid debt as much as possible. This is easier said than done, right? Well, let's talk about why this rule is so crucial. When you're in debt, you're essentially giving away a portion of your future income. It's like promising to work, not for yourself, but for someone else. Consider the case of credit card debt. Credit cards make it easy to spend money you don't have, and before you know it, you're paying high interest rates on a balance that only seems to grow. It's a slippery slope that can quickly lead to financial instability. Then there are loans. Whether it's a student loan or a home loan, the principle remains the same. You're borrowing money now that you'll have to pay back with interest later. Sure, some loans may be necessary, but it's crucial to borrow only what's needed and to have a clear plan for repayment. But don't despair, it's not all doom and gloom. There are strategies you can use to manage and avoid debt. Start by setting a budget and sticking to it. Learn to differentiate between your wants and needs. Save for big purchases instead of relying on credit. And most importantly, prioritize paying off any existing debt. Remember, financial freedom means having control over your income, and that's hard to achieve when a chunk of it is promised to someone else. Debt is like a hole. The deeper you go, the harder it is to climb out. Scene script. Rule number 5, diversify your investments. Now let's talk about diversity, but not the kind you're probably thinking about. In the world of finance, diversification is the strategy of spreading out your investments across different types of assets to reduce risk. Think of it as a financial safety net. Let's illustrate this with an example. Say you have a basket of apples. If one apple goes bad, it could potentially affect the others. But if you have a basket with apples, oranges, and bananas, one bad apple won't ruin the whole bunch. In investment terms, this could mean spreading your money across stocks, bonds, and real estate. Stocks, often seen as the rock stars of investments, can offer high returns but come with higher risk. Bonds, on the other hand, are the steady eddies, offering lower returns but with less volatility. Real estate? Well, it's as solid as the ground we walk on, providing a tangible asset that can appreciate over time and generate rental income. But remember, the key is balance. Too much of one can throw off your portfolio's equilibrium. It's about finding that sweet spot where your investments complement each other, providing a safety net should one sector face a downturn. And remember, it's not just about diversifying within your portfolio, but also across time. Regular, consistent investments can help smooth out the highs and lows of the market. Never put all your eggs in one basket. The sixth rule is to plan for the future. Envisioning the future isn't just about daydreaming of what could be, it's about crafting a strategic map towards your financial freedom. One of the secrets that the wealthy have unlocked is the power of retirement planning and setting long-term financial goals. They understand that the future isn't a vague, distant reality, but a concrete period that requires meticulous planning. Let's take a look at pension plans. These are not just safety nets, they're financial parachutes that can cushion your landing into retirement. By investing a portion of your income in a pension plan, you're essentially setting up a regular income for your future self. You're paying for your future comfort, one paycheck at a time. Retirement funds, on the other hand, are savings vehicles that grow over time, thanks to the magic of compound interest. By regularly contributing to a retirement fund, you're not just saving money, you're growing it. This is wealth creation in motion. In both cases, you're not leaving your future to chance. You're actively shaping it, molding it in alignment with your financial goals. You're taking control of your destiny, one financial decision at a time. The future isn't something that just happens, it's something you create. So, as you go about your financial journey, remember this: a good plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. Start planning for your future now. It's one of the best investments you can make. Rule number 7, make giving a habit. The wealthy understand that to receive, one must first learn to give. They view giving not as a chore but as a privilege. Philanthropy isn't just about donating vast sums of money, it's about making a difference, about contributing to society in a meaningful way. Take the example of Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors. He's pledged to give away 99% of his wealth over his lifetime. Buffett understands that his wealth can create opportunities and transform lives in ways that his money simply sitting in a bank cannot. Or consider Bill Gates, who has donated billions to tackle global health issues and improve education. His giving is strategic, targeted, and impactful. These billionaires know that their wealth isn't just for them, it's also a tool to help others. They've made giving a habit, a part of their financial strategy. Remember, giving not only enriches others' lives but yours as well. The 8th rule: surround yourself with successful people. Now, this isn't about vanity or social climbing, it's about understanding the profound influence our social circles have on our behavior, including our financial habits. Every person we interact with leaves an imprint on our perspectives and decisions. When we surround ourselves with successful individuals, we're more likely to adopt their positive habits, mindset, and determination. This principle isn't just theoretical. Many successful entrepreneurs credit their peers for their success. Think of Elon Musk, who was deeply influenced by the ambitious and innovative minds of Silicon Valley. Or consider Warren Buffett, who often speaks about the invaluable lessons he learned from his mentor, Benjamin Graham. Surrounding yourself with successful people doesn't mean you have to befriend billionaires. It means seeking out people who are successful in the ways that matter to you. People who inspire you to grow and strive for more. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The 9th and final rule: always keep learning. This is not a suggestion but a mandate. In the rapidly evolving world of finance, the one constant is change. To keep pace, you must grow, adapt, and most importantly, learn. Let's take a cue from renowned investors. Warren Buffett, for instance, is known to spend 80% of his day reading. Bill Gates, despite his busy schedule, reads a book every week. These industry titans understand the value of continuous learning. You see, financial management isn't a one-time lesson. It's a lifelong course filled with evolving strategies, new investment opportunities, and changing economic landscapes. By committing to ongoing education, you're investing in the most valuable asset you own, your mind. This journey of learning doesn't require a hefty investment. With the internet at your fingertips, a wealth of knowledge is just a click away. So read a book, take an online course, listen to a podcast. The more you learn, the more you earn. To recap, these 9 rules provide a blueprint for financial success. Our first rule was to make your money work for you. It's not enough to just save. Invest wisely to create additional streams of income. The rich know that money can be a diligent worker when properly managed. Next, we talked about spending less than you earn. It's a simple concept, yet many overlook its importance. Regardless of how much you make, wise spending habits are crucial. Thirdly, we emphasize the importance of investing in yourself. Your knowledge, skills, and abilities are your greatest assets. The rich understand that personal growth is the foundation of financial growth. Avoiding debt was our 4th rule. While some debts are almost unavoidable, the rich know that unnecessary debt can be a financial trap. They prioritize paying off debts and strive to live debt-free. Diversifying your investments was our 5th rule. The rich don't put all their eggs in one basket. They spread their investments across various sectors to mitigate risk and maximize returns. Planning for the future was another critical rule. The rich are proactive, not reactive. They set financial goals and develop strategies to achieve them. Next, we discussed the importance of making giving a habit. Generosity is a virtue that the rich highly value. They understand that giving back brings satisfaction that money can't buy. Surrounding yourself with successful people was our 8th rule. The rich know that their network can influence their net worth. They seek the company of those who inspire them to achieve more. Lastly, we stressed the need to always keep learning. The rich are lifelong learners. They constantly seek knowledge to stay ahead in the ever-evolving financial landscape. In essence, these rules underscore the importance of financial literacy and understanding. They serve as a roadmap to navigate the complex world of finance. Remember, financial success doesn't happen overnight, but these rules will put you on the right path. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep striving for financial freedom.